Greetings from sunny Southern California in the county of Orange County, and we're in the city of Orange. Hey, that sounds like a great place to be today, and it is, even though we are baking, and I mean baking, under a tremendous heat wave. We have been for over a week. We're hitting temperatures in excess of 104 degrees almost every day. And in other places, it's even higher. The further you get closer to the desert, the higher the temperatures go. Hey there, everyone. Good to see y'all. We're live, like I said, from the city of Orange in Orange County. And we're going to talk about the things you need to be aware of when you have a heat wave like the one we have here in California right now, in Southern California. Now, before we get started, I'm going to just give you a little quick tour of the area. In fact, let me swing the camera for you. We're going to just, first of all, that over there, let me show you. That little park, that's the orange circle over there. Let me see if I can get you a better shot of it. Okay, in fact, what we'll do is I'm going to show you what that looks like from the air. So just give me 1 second and I'll do that for you. Okay, this is where we're at. That's the circle, and we're going to go to that park right there in the middle of the city. That's right. First, we'll go over here. Hey, Susan, great to see you. Let's see here. Let me get you out of this video. Boom. So, like I said, where we're headed to, we're going to find a nice shady spot there to sit and chit-chat. But first, I'll walk you through the around the circle so you can see what it's like. This is a really classic town. This is like America from like 60, 70, 80 years ago or further back. This town's been around for over 100 years, as I recall. I'd have to go and double check my information. It's not very far from where I live, about maybe 10, 15 minutes by car. And it's one of my favorite places to come and hang out. Now, as I said before, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the heat wave that's been hitting California for the last, well, like I said, about a week now. And there's a lot of danger, especially for children, pets, and elderly people when you have these kinds of temperatures, especially if you aren't set up with AC in your home or have someplace where you can get away from the oppressive heat. Hang on here, I gotta cross the road. Make sure I don't get hit by anything or anyone. I'm gonna take you all the way around the circle. And you can see they've maintained the quaint architectural look of the city. They haven't built a lot of high rises, and I'm happy about that. There's something to be said about modern buildings. They have their place and they have their beauty, but I personally prefer the look of an old town like this. I mean, look at this. Here's the Starbucks. Look at that. Even Starbucks they've maintained the look. God, that smells good. I feel like getting a cup of coffee and a donut, but I'll have to hold off on that. And this is the one thing that's nice about the Orange Circle. There are lots of great places to shop and eat, and you can sit back and relax and enjoy a little slower pace of life. And there's something to be said about that. Okay, so we're almost 180 degrees here. We gotta wait for the cars to go by. All right, I'm being given the go-ahead to go through. And I gotta make sure this guy here doesn't, see, some people won't stop. There we go, this guy's gonna stop for me. All right, so we're almost all the way around the circle. Again, here's the Orange Masonic Center. I didn't even know they had one of these here. Okay, well, let's get cosmic. And, Crystal's Hair Studio. I'm just kind of giving you an overview of what the city looks like, okay? That's all I really want you to just get an idea of what it looks like. Because once I sit down, we're going to chit chat. Oh, hey, I see we got a lot of people in the chat here. Good morning, Nosh. Simon. Hey, glad you made it all the way from Brussels, right? No, I always get it mixed up. You know, you're all over Europe, you know. Anyways, go watch Simon's show. He's got a good show. I'll put a link in later. All right, so now we're going to come up to the crossing area. They'll allow me to cross over to the park. Swing back over so you can see where we're headed. And I gotta watch here, make sure I don't get hit by any cars. Okay, I'm giving the way to go through, and everyone over here is gonna let me go through. I'm gonna get to the corner, and then we're gonna cross over. This is a very busy place. Yeah, I'm actually surprised it's this busy at this time of the morning. All right, here we go. I don't see any vehicles. We're crossing over. We're gonna find a nice shady spot. We're gonna sit down and I'm gonna give you some information on how to stay cool in this kind of weather. Now the question is, first let's just take a little quick look at the park. As you can see, this is really nice. It's historic, okay? This is the Old Town Plaza. Oh, scan if you wanna know about it. Well, I'm not gonna scan. Okay, this city was incorporated in 1888. Look at that, huh? 1888. Hey, for where I live, that's pretty old. I know it's not the same if you're in Europe, where places go back thousands of years. But again, here's what the city looks like. And they've got some pretty tall trees here. Take a look at that one here. Look at that. Look at that. That's really cool. I love it. Oh, I tell you, you know, even though it's hot, it feels great to be outside. In fact, it's a lot better than being stuck in a house. And then over here, we have a beautiful fountain. I tell you, if I were a kid, I'd probably want to jump in there. But I'm not going to. Oh, that looks so refreshing and so cool. They're coming for their crystals, are they? I'm sure they are. All right, so, and as you can see, I'm actually, again, this makes sense now that I think about it. There are a lot of people out here because they're doing what I want to do, which is beat the heat. So they're just kind of hanging out in the park, you know, and it makes sense. And this city has a lot of wonderful street side functions throughout the summer. They have a street fair that they set up, and you know, it's just pretty neat. Now, it looks like, wait, I was gonna say all the benches are taken except for the ones in the sun. Let's see if oh, there's one. There's a bench in the shade. Not there, but over here. And that's where we're going to go and sit down, and I will bring you up to speed. And also I'll check out your comments here in the chat. Oh yeah, that looks really inviting, nice and cool. All right, hang on here. I'm going to swing the camera around. Hey, it's so nice to see all of you out there. All right. Oh. There we go. Now, actually, I'm going to see if I can't put the camera down in a comfortable spot for me. Yeah, that's not too bad, is it, huh? The light's not perfect, but c'est la vie. So, first and foremost, I want to show you something here. This is very, very important. One team, one vision, one goal. And what's that goal? Stay hydrated. That's right. That's like the number one thing you need to do, especially in this kind of weather. The truth is, most people don't drink enough water. And most people, believe it or not, are underhydrated. And that causes all kinds of problems. It causes problems with your heart. It causes problems with your muscles. If you're too dehydrated, you can find yourself in the hospital. In fact, about 3 or 4 years ago, I did. I didn't realize I was dehydrated, but I was having all kinds of problems. I went to the emergency room, and as a result, I was stuck in the hospital for 3 days. So you gotta be smart. So therefore, I will put my money where my mouth is, or my bottle where my mouth is, and take a swig. I'll put it in the right direction. And the interesting thing is, it's not until you have the water that you realize you really need it. All right, so there's that. So, fried chicken. What's this? Oh, yes. Hey, C Honda. Good to see you. Chicken? Yeah, that's what I may be at the end of the day. I tell you, yesterday was pretty bad. In fact, let me show you a couple of things here real quick. First of all, this was the temperature outside my car 2 days ago, 104. As you can see, I had the AC running at 73, but boy, outside it was baking, and baking hard. Hey, Darren, good to see you. So I just want you to see, I'm not kidding when I'm saying these temperatures are really, really high. Now, the next thing I want to show you is these are the forecasts here. Hang on here. There you go. So, as you can see, they've got, the bottle reminds me of the Queen song, One Vision, and the last lyric is fried chicken. Oh! Well, I don't recall that song, though I know who Queen is. Anyways, as you can see there, yesterday it was 101. Today it's predicted to be 103, but when I looked at it earlier, they were saying it was going to be 104 today, maybe even hotter. So we'll get out of there. Boom. Now, what's the next thing I want to show you? Oh, now this heat wave is covering a very large area of Southern California. Hold on, there you go. It extends from Mexico, from the Mexican border, all the way up to about central California. That's I don't know how many hundreds of square miles, but it's a lot, and all the way out to like Arizona. And the darker those colors, like the purple, those temperatures are like 115, 120, and some places 122. It's pretty damn hot, and I'm about in the center. Well, I'm trying to point to you, but you can't see that. But I'm about center of all of that, okay? Simon, you only had a few days of those temperatures in July, yeah. Tell them where you're at, Simon, because I know I goofed it up, and I don't want to say it again wrong. So, all right, so there's that. Now, the next thing I want to show you, okay, we're going to talk about what to do. Hang on. Come on now. Play nice. There we go. Now, these are the tips that they want you to follow. When you have these kinds of temperatures. I've already covered the fact you need to stay hydrated, and you gotta drink water. Don't be drinking sodas. They don't really hydrate you, and the sugar just wreaks havoc on you. You're best to drink water, plain old clear cold water or cool water. Now, the next thing that's really important: never leave children or pets in a parked car. Okay, when you leave that car, you take them with you. You don't leave them in there. Hang on here. I'll go finish that. Well, I'll come back to that. Now, in terms of clothing, you want to wear loose-fitting, lightweight, light-colored clothing. And of course, if you're fair-skinned like I am, you want to make sure you're wearing sunscreen on your face and arms and so on and so forth. Okay, and the other thing is, you need to relax. And hang on, I'm gonna get you out of this little spot here. I always have that issue of trying to squeeze the image so I can get it. There we go. Boom. The other thing is, do what we're doing right now, which is we want to be in a cool, shady spot, which we are. Or, better yet, go in your home, find a shopping center that has AC, or go to the library. I have one just up the street from me, so that's where I may be later in the afternoon. Okay, but that's really important. But the point is, do whatever you can to stay cool. Yes, neither does. Okay, Simon, you're in Belgium. Yeah, thank you for clarifying that. Okay, so now here's one of the problems about an excessive heat wave like we're in right now. There are two things that can happen if you're not careful. You can end up with heat exhaustion, and you can end up with heat stroke, or what when I was a kid it was called sunstroke. Okay, so let me show you the information regarding that. Give me a second. All right, boom, and there we go. Okay, now this gives you the information. This is provided by the CDC and NOAA, National Ocean. I don't know. I can never remember all those alphabet names. But heat exhaustion, you feel dizzy, thirsty, you have excessive or heavy sweating, you end up with nausea, weakness. Now, if you know somebody's has that problem, you gotta act immediately. You gotta get them to a cooler area, you gotta loosen their clothing, you gotta give them some cool water to sip, and you have to seek medical help if it doesn't improve quickly, because it then can fall over to heat stroke, okay? Then with heat stroke, you have confusion, dizziness, and eventually unconsciousness. So you move them to a cooler area, loosen their clothing, and you cool them with water or ice. Now, personally, I've had what is now called, heat stroke. In my day, I was a kid, I was like about 10 years old, and I was here in Orange County, and at the time it was a lot more rural, and I had gone on a bike ride with some friends. We rode about 10 miles, and I came home and I had all the symptoms I just read to you. And in the end, what they had to do, what my parents were told to do, was they put me into the bathtub, they put cold water on, and they covered me in ice. They bought a couple of bags of ice, and they did that to bring my core body temperature down as quickly as possible. Otherwise, I could have been in serious trouble. Turned out I'm okay. Well, maybe not. Yeah. So now, with that in mind, if you do have heat stroke or sunstroke, or you know somebody who you think is suffering from that, make sure you call 911 and get them attention immediately, okay? Now, what's the next thing I want to show you? Oh, now to show you how nuts I am, what did I do yesterday with the weather? I decided I would go out and trim my palm tree. Now, and this is in the afternoon. This is about 3 o'clock in the afternoon when the temperature was at its hottest. But I was tired of being in the house. I had to get this done. I knew if I didn't take care of it right away, it wouldn't happen for another couple of weeks. So I did that. So that being said, that's what it looked like. And then this is the finished product. Oh, there you go. That's what I got it all cleaned up. And this is how yours truly looked when I was pretty much done with the trimming. And as you can see, I look pretty much done. Yeah, I was pretty beat. But with that in mind, the place where I really want to go, hang on, we'll get you out of that. All right. The best place you can go in Southern California, if you're close to it like I am, is you want to go down to the beach. The problem is everybody and his brother are down there too. But I was down there a month ago in Doheny Beach, and so I'm going to show you a little clip from that and recommend that if you're near a beach, go here. I'm right down here. Oh yes, here it comes. Wow! Right on my I'm gonna pay for that in the morning. Oh, I hurt. Oh, the pain, the pain. But it was so much fun. Oh, yes, I'm going to pay for that, guys. Oh, yeah. So here we got this beautiful sunset. All right, there you go. Now, and Nosh, yes, thankfully I didn't poach my brain. Yes, there's nothing like a poached Bob brain to make your day. Okay, that's really all I have for you now. I think you know what to do. I hope wherever you're at, you're staying cool. Thanks for seeing you. Oh, of course, you know, I gotta do the old spiel. Look, if you're a first timer and you've never watched my channel before, if you enjoyed this, give me a thumbs up, you know. See, there you go, a thumbs up. In fact, you know, maybe leave a comment. And above all, hey, why not subscribe? I got a lot of fun content on my channel. Go check it out. All right, that's about it. So I gotta leave you on a nice shot. So hang on here. I'm gonna move the camera to the other side. Oh, hang on. There we go. All right. You're staying cool and about to have a cocktail. All right, cheerio, Simon. Enjoy it. And frondless, huh? Just like me in the tree. All right, so here we go, guys. This is it. This will go out on this shot of the hang on, of the fountain, and I'm going to have some water as we do. Thank you again for joining me. Until next time, this is UFO Bob out.